Hi Amy, how you doing? You alright? Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a while. I haven't been live for a couple of days at least, a few days. How's everybody doing? Hello, 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 hello. It's been a while. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing? Hello, everybody. Hello. How's it going? Hey, hey. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, it's giving you a follow, Dawn. Always good to follow. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to this evening's Mindful Journey with Lisa. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. They're all good in their own right, so yeah, everyone's different, which is cool. Yeah. So just waiting for a few more people to appear. Hopefully we get a good crowd in tonight. It'd be cool. Yeah. Please talk among yourselves when I'm talking. I'm not ignoring you, but just concentrating. They are different. This one's a really different one as well because this is more. Well, this is tarot, as you know. But this is more about a heritage and also about how to read playing cards, which is something new to me. They're all different, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Have you really? Ooh, see, it's a. I'm not. I've read up. I've read up a little bit about in Italy. I think where Lisa's from about cards, but I'll speak to her later about that. But it'd be interesting to see what she has to say about it. Hello, Brett. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm waiting for Gary to pop in the minute. He's going to pop in. This is going to be Lisa's live that she's done in a while. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely something I'm going to look into as well. Yeah, but hopefully tonight, maybe perhaps they can give a few more details about how it's done. I don't know if it's done differently all across the world. Oh, bless you, Brett. Yeah, I've been working today. It was a hell of a day. There's a hell of a day tomorrow as well. Mm. So we've got 5 more minutes, and hopefully people start. Jibs and Drowsy coming in. That could be on Lisa's live. I mean, it's been a while since she's been live, so yeah, it's going to be a good one. So tonight, Maestro Journey with Lisa. We're going to talk everything tarot, also about her heritage, everything. Yeah, loving the shirt, by the way. Yeah, I put a shirt on. I don't know why. Hi Shaz, how are you? Yeah, cool. Jessica, you're always welcome. You know that. You're on the list of My Spiritual Journey. The list. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're well. Hello, hello, hello. If you're here for My Spiritual Journey, Lisa will be on soon to talk about her spiritual journey on a dual live. If you've been before, you're welcome. Hello, how are you? I haven't been on for a few days. Till I have, but not like a full sort of hello, how are you reading or anything like that. And you're correct, I still haven't had a haircut yet. I can't seem to get a bowl, so I don't know why. Excuse me. It's been a long day. Hi Sophie, how are you feeling? I can see you there. How are you doing? Hi Francis, how are you? Is it Francis? Francis, are you there? It is Francis, isn't it? Yeah, Francis there as well. Hello, good evening, hello. Hello everybody, hello, hello. We've got a few more minutes and Lisa will be joining us to talk about her spiritual journey, her life in tarot, everything about her heritage. Yeah, Gonna ask, and there'll be some questions at the end. This is not a reading, guys. There's no reading going on. It's just for Lisa to talk about her life so far in the spiritual world. So you're more than welcome to stay around. It's about 45 minutes to an hour long. Sometimes it goes on a bit longer, depending how. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm not too bad at all. Yeah, I haven't been on for a little while, but it's always good to yeah. So I'm back on tonight. I've been doing some studying. I've got so much to do. Oh, she's on. Okay, she's here. Hi, Bohemian Goddess. Hello, everybody. So, Lisa's coming on tonight to do her spiritual journey. And let's go. This is going to be a good one. Hello, Tam. Hi, Tam. Hello, everybody. Hello. Sorry, hello. Yeah, hello. If you guys are here for my spiritual journey tonight, it is Lisa. So here we go. Let's see if she's ready. She's like, thanks, Gary. Here we go. Hopefully she answers. Howdy, how you doing? Hello, 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 hello. Oh no, she didn't answer. Oh no. She didn't answer. I didn't request her. Hi John, how you doing? I should request her again. Okay, here we go. I requested her, yeah. Perhaps she's just going to do...
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Lisa.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Let me turn the music down so I can hear your handsome voice.
You started already. I'm good, how are you doing? Actually, I put a shirt on tonight for you. Look, there's a shirt on tonight. You never see me in a shirt. So,
it's like
yeah.
You read my mind, you psychic. I had a shirt on for you as well.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, darling. I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for coming on live. I know you haven't been on for a while, so thank you for coming on tonight and having a chat to me about your spiritual journey. So, a few more people come in, and if you're ready, we're going to have a good chat and some fun, hopefully, as well. But you're looking radiant, so which is lovely. Oh no! Pardon? Oh no, I'm missing it. Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, so you keep on breaking up, Lisa.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a little bit.
Hi, Buster. Hello, Adriana. Hi, guys. Share the live.
Okay. Well, yeah, please share the live if you wouldn't mind. Be great. This is going to be a good one. So, everybody, welcome to... Yeah, I've got tea. What have you got? What have you got?
Water.
Water.
No.
You know what? I could do with a drink, I think. Here we go. Okay, everybody, welcome. Oh no! Welcome to my spiritual journey. Tonight's spiritual journey is with Lisa. She's lovely to come on, and this has been her first live in a little while. So this is not about readings. This is about Lisa's spiritual journey, and we're going to have a good chat with her. There'll be some questions at the end. Also, we're going to do the list of top 10 list of I do and don't believe. That could be an interesting one. But we're going to go through Lisa. So Lisa, welcome to my spiritual journey. This is your evening. In a sentence, describe what you do.
I am a lunatic, quite frankly. No, I'm joking. I read tarot cards and crystal balls and pendulums and people, genuinely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So take me back because so take me right back to your heritage, your family. Has spiritualism always been in your family?
Yeah, my mother was a tarot reader. She read tarot every day, all day.
Every day.
And
your grandmother as well. Now, are you Italian?
Yes.
Right. So I did my research on this a little bit. So perhaps you can help me. Now, I did some research on Italy and tarot. Now it said in the research I did, it said that every part of Italy has a different way of reading cards. Is that correct?
I suppose so, but I don't know really. I'm Sicilian, so I wouldn't know it up north or these sort of things. But I think perhaps they have their own take on their cultural differences. Northern Italy is very different to southern Italy, so perhaps it would be the same as like England.
There was a couple of things. A Scorpa deck. Have you ever heard of that before? So this is what I looked up. Scorpa, C-O.
Yes, the Italian deck.
Yeah, that's right. The Italian deck. So I did a bit of research. So my Italian's going to be terrible. So you have to mind me. Okay. And they called it is it cartomancy? Cartomancy, is that the word?
Yes, cartomancy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's the same
and also
playing cards you get in Italy. You see, I got the cards here. The Italian cards that you play, games like we play with decks of cards, is similar to the tarot. Like the traditional tarot that we use. So you have the wands with clubs, swords instead of the spades and hearts and stuff. So
this has always been in your family, and obviously, so do you have any like early memories? Because I read in your one of your TikToks, from the age of 4, you were reading cards, or you started to read cards, or your nana or your mum were showing you what to do.
Yeah, I was around it all the time. I was around people that read tea leaves. My mother was reading tarot all the time, so I was picking up, energies from that and looking at the cards. Always obsessed, and I'm an artist as well, so I've always been obsessed with visions and make things look. So I was always, whoever she was reading for, I'd sort of analyze what she was saying and looking at the cards at the same time and going, so the darkness means that perhaps this person is not happy. And as I got older, then you start to, analyze it a bit more. And so every day was around me, all crazy people,
Did your mum used to read, and your nan, do they read playing cards, or was it tarot cards?
Mainly tarot cards, not really playing cards as such, because tarot get more answers anyway. I mean, there's only, you don't have as many cards, in cartomancy as you would, actual tarot. So mainly tarot, not playing cards. But we could read playing cards, but you wouldn't be, you could with intuition. But if you just know how to read cards, it wouldn't be, as, elaborate.
So as at the age of 4, your family are reading tarot. So was it they did it for family friends, or was it people who lived in the area? Was it just for anybody?
Everyone. My mum would read her cards all day long. She'd want to see what the next hour was going to bring. She was obsessed.
Really?
Which is quite healthy, really, for us. Yeah. Every day, first thing in the morning with 1 coffee, and take the cards to see what the day would bring, and she really relied on the cards. And also she was warned with the cards. I remember, she had, bad news come through that something bad was going to happen, and she kept on reading to see if it would change, and she had a bleed on the brain, and
really,
so that's when I thought, the tarot. When you were young, I knew it was something anyway, because my family were doing it. But when you see it unfold, where I was actually hearing her saying, something bad is going to happen, and and then it did. You think, wow. Do
you think she was doing a lot of cards to see if that fate? Because not fate, but do you think she was doing a lot of tarot cards to see if that would change? That situation. Yeah. So obviously, so I read a little bit more about divination in Italy, because I thought I better do some homework, because otherwise you're going to rip me apart. So there's a couple of spreads. They do a horseshoe layout and a gypsy spread. Have you heard of those two?
Yes, the gypsy spread and the horseshoe. We got the Celtic cross as well, all sorts. But I was raised to do because with tarot, especially using Rider-Waite and the ancient Italian ones, you can lay out cards however way you feel. You can. I mean, I have my own spread that I've been seeing. It hasn't got even a name, but it's a spread that I do. Will 4 for the past, and then a cross for the present, because you need that safe present, and then you got 4 for the future, near future. I don't do years in advance. You know what I mean? Unless you can really tell somebody by analyzing them. When you see a naughty kid, you go, oh, you're going to be in trouble if you this sort of thing. So you have your own, but we do have our own spreads in Italy and stuff. They use that a lot in England and Ireland. I think is a
they do. So growing up moving on from 4 years old, growing up, what did in your teen years? What was it like for you? Did you do readings? Were people skeptical of you? Did it change? Were people different towards you because of what you did, or you know?
No, I was a
No,
nightmare. I used to steal my cards from my house and take them to school and to give
you did.
the dark
I'm not
ones to the
surprised.
bullies and stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
if you was a bad person, I remember. It's a funny story actually. When I was young, the school called my dad and said, "Is everything okay at home?" And he was like, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "Because your daughter's brought the deaf card into school and given it to this girl."
Oh
And it
no.
turns out the girl wasn't very nice, and I'd given her the deaf card because it meant that's
Yeah,
the ultimate, you're a horrible person, and you know,
yeah, yeah,
and not. And they were the teachers at the school, like, you know, my friends thought it was cool. You know, I was always around it. It never stopped in my teens. I was always, you know, always connected with, you know, those that were struggling because, you know, and you know,
yeah,
I was never judged for it. In fact, people liked me for that sort of,
yeah,
because I was open as well. I wasn't weird
yeah,
with it, or strange, or trying to
yeah,
be mystical. I was literally giving out cards to people.
yeah,
You know, the lovers to my best friends, and the deaf
yeah.
card to the bully. I was a night.
So in that sort of, so reading the cards was your first stage. At that point, did you have your intuition? Did you have your psychic ability? Obviously, you did. Do you believe it's a? Do you think your psychic ability is a gift that you've been given because your family heritage, or?
I think I'm lucky because I was exposed to it, but I think everyone is gifted. I think everyone can do
Yeah,
it. They just need to be around the right people to sort of like let them be open. If you're around a
yeah,
genuinely spiritual, you know, person that connects with energies and people on a
yeah,
genuine basis, then you have that power inside of you too. I hate it when people say your gift, and because I
yeah,
do not want to accept that I'm gifted, because I believe that everyone is. I'm looking at people in the street every day and going, wow, you're amazing, look at you on
yeah,
the
yeah,
bus traveling
yeah,
somewhere and stuff. That's you know,
yeah,
everyone has it, but people don't have access to it as much as, you know. I was lucky. I was raised
yeah,
around
yeah,
spirituality and this sort of strange, not
yeah,
strange, but this different stuff that people haven't got access to, you know.
yeah.
Just
Do you think
start
that,
with
do
just
you think that
feeling.
opened your mind up? Do you think that opened your mind up more being around it at such a young age and watching?
I don't know any different, to be honest. I
Yeah,
really don't know any different because I was never not raised around it. And
yeah,
even if I'm not around people that are directly like that, for example, negative people and people that are totally anti, this is all shit,
mm.
I'm still within my, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
space.
yeah,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you in your teenage years, so you're using cards, and when did you start exploring other sort of tools of divination, like your crystal ball? When did you get moving to those, or and
I've
you talk
always
to
been
spirits?
drawn to crystals, crystal
Yeah,
balls, you know, other, you know, people that like, you know, witchcraft and this sort of stuff.
yeah,
And, you know, I've always been around it. There's never been a time where I've gone, this is me. It's always been me. You know, I've always
yeah,
felt energies and seen stuff and had, you
yeah,
know, different stuff happen around me. And, you know, always.
yeah.
It,
Do you
you
remember
know,
your first one? Do you remember your first like paranormal experience? Did you ever see ghosts or things like that?
I'm very high. I'm on the autistic spectrum, so I'm very highly sensitive to stuff anyway, you know, like
Yeah,
energies and stuff like that. I was always quite jumpy as a kid of, you know, I wouldn't walk in certain hallways.
yeah, yeah,
At school, I was a headache because if the teacher said to me, go to this part of the school, I'd take the completely different route because I knew that
yeah,
part, because I went to a really old school,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and I wouldn't walk down certain things, even with
yeah,
people, wouldn't do it, you know. So I suppose, yeah, that would be sort of paranormal.
yeah,
Not seeing stuff as such, feeling stuff more. I'm not one of these people. I see things, but
yeah,
nothing to make me go, wow, you know. I don't see anything sinister or,
yeah.
you know,
Can
because I
you
know.
walk into a room and can you walk into a room and pick up people's emotions and feelings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
What's that like for you?
it's okay. You know,
Yeah.
it's good because, you know, if, for example, if somebody's feeling sad, I'd straight away go, what's happened, and that would sort
Yeah.
of lighten the load of the other person, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't carry with me till I go to sleep. That's not selfish. That's me, you know, trying to
Yeah.
be strong.
Yeah.
But I do have meltdowns, though. You know, I'm famous. I'm known.
Who
I'm
doesn't?
known for it. You know, where it
I
builds up, and I just go, wow. But yeah,
It takes a while.
I do feel emotions. I can't walking down the street. You know, it's a headache. I get homeless people come up to me and want to walk down the street with me for, you know, or you know, if anyone's got mental health or you know, just allowed out on day release, be sure that person is coming up to me in the street, and I've desperately like, you know. So,
Do you think people are drawn to you in that way? Do you think people are drawn to you in because of your personality, because who you are, because of what your ability may be? Do you think that you're a magnet to people?
I'm not really a judgmental person. I
No.
literally, honestly, I think people are brilliant. I really
Yeah,
do think people are brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what the circumstances, as long as you're not a bad person and hurting
Yeah.
somebody, to me, you know, it doesn't matter. I think they could probably sense that, that she's probably nuts as well, or you know.
So I'm going to ask you the question with tarot cards. So some people have a belief, not my belief, but some people believe that tarot cards can bring negative energies into the world, or they can be like a Ouija board.
They can.
Depends what you believe in. Do you think they can?
Yes, it depends who's reading from them.
Right. So explain a bit more about how that works.
Well, for instance, if you're picking up tarot cards and telling everyone that they're going to die, that's going to bring some negativity into the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're not reading them correctly. You're just reading from the cards and what you see. I mean, when people see the death card, they automatically think somebody's going to die. And if you're not, you know, connected and you're just doing it through ego or, you know, some sort of status above people, that's bringing negativity, you know. And
do you think tarot cards give more of a balance than oracle cards?
I don't do oracle cards.
I know, but what's your feeling?
I know lots of tarot readers, very professional top tarot readers that would say they love the tarot, but they only read oracle because the tarot is so deep and straightforward. The tarot is number one. You know, tarot is the one where it's kind of sacred. It was the one that got no oracle cards were ever banned. You know?
True, yeah.
And these are people that read the oracle that will say, "I love the tarot," but you know, the tarot is you know, it's you have to be a certain sort of energy to be able to handle the energy that comes out and the sort of, you know, oracle cards are easy. I love oracle cards. I got a beautiful deck of the triple goddess cards, you know, that jumped out on me on the shelf at spiritual. They're nice. For me, I don't. I can read them, of course, but for me, it's a bit. There's too many. You know, different oracle cards. So I mean, you know, it's a bipolar.
I mean, but tarot. Do you find tarot has that balance of it will give you honest opinion about what's going on, where oracle cards possibly.
Tarot will tell you with the darkness, with the light. It will tell you. You know, you will get the. Not that you don't get the truth out of the oracle, because you do. But tarot is the ultimate, isn't it? Come on.
Yeah. So at the moment, what tarot cards do you use at the moment?
I use a Rider-Waite tarot cards. I use Ancient Italian, which is the same as the Rider-Waite. Rider-Waite just you know, did his own version. But Rider-Waite is pretty straightforward. That has been around for years, and he's quite good. That's I only have 2 decks. That's it. You know.
Yeah, that's interesting because some people have so many decks, but you just work with 2 because you feel comfortable with those and you're familiar and they've got your energy.
I use for clients, and I have my Ancient Italian ones that I use for, you know, myself and maybe close friends or whatnot, you know, or to show them around. But they've got they've got years of energies in my Rider-Waite ones, you know.
Yeah. So did you ever get your mum's cards or anything like that, or any of their cards, or do you not?
My Rider-Waite ones were my mum's.
Really? Oh, okay. So there's lots of energy in there.
It's funny because I went through so many decks where I destroyed her other ones where I used to steal cards. So this was the last one,
and then you're using it now.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. Yeah, which is fantastic. So when you're reading for somebody in tarot, how if you wouldn't mind talking us through, what's your process? Do you use your intuition? Do you look at the picture and see what you can see in the picture? How do you read?
It depends. I like to do face-to-face through lockdown. I used to do one-on-one before lockdown. I'm doing one-on-ones now because we're coming out of lockdown. But okay, for example, online, I like to be face-to-face and to sort of, you know, tone of voice, eyes, I'm a big believer. I never want to say I'm a psychic, the best psychic, and I can see your futures and stuff. I do also believe in psychology and analyzing people. I've watched people for many years, their movements and the words that they say, and you know, so I do. I analyze. You know, I'm looking at the way you are now and the way you're moving and
I
stuff.
just about to say, I bet you are. I was about to say, I bet she's looking.
And that works, and that is how you read. It's not just cards, because I don't just rely on the cards alone. I love the cards and they help, but you know, it's like therapy is what you have to, you know, to analyze that person and sort of see what they're saying and how they, you know, come out and stuff. You know, that's how I do it. I don't sit there and breathe for 10 seconds and say shut your eyes and, you know, let's and stuff. No, I can do that, and I like that sort of stuff, and I know people that do that, but I am a watcher and an observer, you know.
So so when you're doing so if you're doing a tarot card reading, do you give the people the good and the bad, or do you have because with tarot, would you say you have to do that? You have to give the truth. So what the cards come out are the cards that they've been given. So is it about not giving like bad news, but giving them the advice and what the cards are telling you?
I've had some horrific stuff come through, but I think it's the way you deliver it to somebody. You know, I've had to deliver messages and seen things, and I've known it's gonna, you know, I've seen it or it's happened. Mine's more past. You know, I've seen horrendous stuff, and I put it in a nice, you know, the way I deliver it is a non-judgmental way. You know, of like, I mean, my love, I've seen horrific stuff come through the tarot, and I've said it in a nice way of non-judgmental. And I mean, I don't even want to repeat it here. It's, you know, it's, it is how you deliver it, you know, and who, you know, everything happens for a reason. I believe my clients that come to me and the people that come, because I have people that come frequently and Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Whole families that I read for and stuff, and it is how you deliver it. And I believe that everything happens for a reason, and that messages will be given to people to be able to you know, does that make sense? Like,
how does it make you feel?
If it was something bad, I would never say, you know, this person's going to pass on, or this person's, you know, doing this, unless it's come out, you know, I've gone, oh, you know, example, if a spouse is cheating or whatnot, I would say, you know, oh, you've got a relationship and it's rocky, and I can see that there's maybe you know, another person involved, and I know you know this, you know, sort of thing. It's how you say it, you know, and this is what upsets me with the tarot community as well. I've seen so many careless people talk rubbish and really be, you know, uncaring and just saying it like it's their mission and it's their job, robotic, and no fear, you know, it's mental.
So how does that affect you? And when you get these obviously you're reading for somebody and you're giving them the version you can, which is filtered to a certain extent because you're thinking about their feelings, their emotions. How does it make you feel when you see these things? How do you feel inside? How does it make you feel? Because it must have an emotional drain on you as well.
It does, and I'm always emotionally drained anyway, to be honest. I've always got that sort of, you know, I mean, I smile when I dress up and all this sort of stuff, but I do always have that sort of emotional, you know, because people, the world is never going to be perfect. People, and you know, not everyone is going to be equal. It's impossible, and that frustrates me, you know. But I find it. I like to. I have, you know, a couple of close friends that I offload to if I've had something really heavy come through, and I'll say, you know, I won't mention any names or go into detail, but I'll say, this is what I saw today, and, you know, what do you think about that? And they'll be like, wow, you know, and that's how I sort of cope with that sort of stuff. But, you know, this life, not everyone will be equally happy and have that brilliant life, you know, and what I believe in is celebrating the darkness. You know, when you're feeling rubbish, make it beautiful. If you're feeling depressed or, you know, because life is eternal. You know, the spirits do carry on, and this is a good thing that you tell people, you know, it is eternal. There's no ending. There is no ending, you know, and if there is, we're never going to be around for it. So you may as well, you know, wing it.
Because you mentioned that, so you communicate with spirits.
Yeah.
Do you communicate? Yeah. Do you have spirit guides,
or is that just? Do you have spirit guides, or do you
Not
communicate
ones that
directly?
I reach out to and go, help me in this moment.
Yeah.
But I know I'm protected by some sort of, if you could, I don't know the names. Some sort, it would be cross between Lilith and the Medusa sort of type person.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know. However, it's strange because I was feeling really bad the other day, and I did have a delightful angel at the end of my bed the other night,
Really?
all dressed in green and 8 foot tall. Yeah, that was free. I never thought they would come like me. Huh?
That's really good, though, isn't it? That's a good sign if an angel?
Yeah, I've never not believed in the angels. I thought they were more scarier than the dark side of spirituality. You know, because angels have got so much pressure on them to be perfect and to help everyone. And I'm thinking, well, why are people dying? I'll go with the dark side. But when you see one, you start to behave. Honestly, I was buying Celestine and everything. You know. I was like, wow, this meant business.
So the only thing that can make Lisa behave is an angel appearing at the bottom of her bed.
Yeah.
Is that
Them guy's a gangster. I'm not joking.
No, you're not joking. So
I've seen some bad stuff. I've seen some bad stuff and had some bad energies pass through me. I mean, like, but when an angel comes,
Yeah. So do you remember when you were younger? When did that part of talking to spirit come into your life? Was it from 4 or was it for later? Do you remember the first time you had somebody come into your head?
No, I never used to communicate when I was younger. I never used to pass messages to people when I was young, when I was a child. I used to say a lot of stuff randomly to people, and they'd be like, how do you know, or whatnot. But never contacted, somebody that had passed for somebody else. I wasn't into that. I was very scared of the afterlife.
Right.
Because I could feel it around. I could feel it everywhere I was, in buildings. I was a headache. My family would say that they couldn't take me to certain houses. I would not enter because I knew it would be. Yeah, I felt spirits when I was young.
Must be
overly,
scary.
not 4-year-olds giving you aggravation. I mean, seriously, I used to have one leg on each side of the door, and they were trying to put me in, and I was like, no, because this sort of stuff.
Wow.
As I got older. And people used to say, example, friends would come to me and they say, oh, my grandmother passed away. I used to envision them straight away without even meeting them. And, sort of, I used to channel them into their child or whatnot. So I used to see them in them, and that's how I would read it. You start to learn different ways as I got older. I'm near to 40 now, so I'm getting where I can channel with people. But that's how it started, really, is being absolutely terrified of them.
Do you so if you're reading for somebody and a spirit comes into you, or you hear a spirit, do you hear voices? Do you see visions? How do they vision? So like images? Are they showing you things? Okay.
Yeah, and I can hear, there's something will come to my mind where I just say it,
Right.
Not all the time. I'm not all the time. I mean, some people say, could you channel this person? Actually, no, that's actually no. Every time I've tried, I've done it.
Right, okay. And would you agree that if you're working with spirit, the devil's in the detail?
The devil's always around. The devil is alive. The devil is around.
As in the detail. Yeah, the devil is in the detail. As in, if you're reading for somebody, it's the detail you give them is meant to be the right thing for the person you're reading for. So if it's a loved one come through, you're giving them the information they understand.
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean? Yeah.
Yes,
Instead of
I get it.
So the devil's in the detail. So, when you say about the darkness, what do you mean? Darkness is in light and darkness, or darkness? Because you say the darkness a lot, so I just wonder what it means.
I'm a very religious person. I was raised by the Bible, and and I've got loads of friends with different religious beliefs and spiritual beliefs and stuff. I do believe in light and dark and justice. And I am with the dark side. Because I've been dealt that life of darkness, of tarot cards that have been banned and witchcraft, being not being able to enter certain places because there was something in there. It wasn't my room because it's been a negative energy or whatnot, you know, and constantly battling with negative energies, being attacked, you know, by people.
Really being attacked?
Oh no, physically, like, you know, like by people, like, you know, not in a nasty way. There could be friends 1 minute and then it turn for no reason, you know, these sort of things. So I'm with the darkness, I believe, but you know, once again, that can be beautiful, you know.
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm always open to the light.
Yeah. So what's your so what do you, when somebody dies, what's your belief happens? What happens to the person when somebody passes away? What do you think happens? Because everybody has a different opinion of what happens when you die.
It depends. It depends on how you was on Earth. Because I believe that you come in reincarnation as well. So, okay, so say I died, or somebody died, or whatnot. It depends. If you was a terrible person, okay, I do believe in heaven for peace and hell, but I don't believe that you stay in hell forever. I believe that when you go to hell, that's it. You're wiped out. Boom, burn, done, out. Yeah, your name will be in the mouths, but only of negative. People, you only carry your name negatively, and that's bad as it is. You have the in between. You know, maybe if you struggle within life, and your grandmother passes, I believe that she will be around in spirit to guide you. You know, because I believe that if you have a good life, you no stress, you bought your house, you've got a couple of houses, money or whatnot, you know, you don't really have spirits come in because you're quite looked after, to be honest, and off to heaven you go. You know, it's usually those that need looking after that spirits come down, your ancestors and stuff that go, oh, this person's feeling a bit sad, you know, or, you know, they need that sort of guidance. But that's how I believe in the afterlife. It depends on how you was in this life. You know, I am a big believer in heaven and hell.
Yeah, okay.
Not so much pearly gates and clouds.
Yeah.
Your soul and what happens. Now, if you're a bad person, you have to be very bad, by the way. That's it. It's hell, and hell is out. You're out of here. Done. Your soul will not go on. I don't believe in bad spirits. You know, when you go to haunted houses and they say a ghost is going to kill you, or people have been, it's never happened, and it never will. You know, because people that have done serious things on this planet, you know, they're out. They're gone. Gone.
Do you believe everybody has a soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that leaves the body once they pass away?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you, from a reading perspective, so if somebody's lost a loved one, somebody said to me the other day that if somebody passes, it can take a while for that person to adjust that they've passed over. Do you believe that, or do you think if somebody passes, they go?
The person that passed over could take a while to adjust.
Yeah, because they don't realise they've passed over. It could be a traumatic death, or there's a death, and they don't know where they are.
You can have people that are like, "Wow, what's going on? I don't know." You know, and they need some sort of, you know, usually find their way on their own if they're not, you know.
Yeah.
But you do have a sort of craziness. I mean, I've heard it where people have had people that have passed away tragically, actually, through accidents. And their loved ones have had doors slamming and, you know, real aggravation in the house where the person is still around, their soul, you know, and it needs calming down. Perhaps it gets lighter, you know, but you can't tarnish it. There's not just one specific, you know, different things. I'm quite open to everything, and I've heard some mad stories, and I can believe it. Yeah.
Do you think, how long do you think if somebody comes to you for a reading saying, oh, my wife or husband passed away a week ago, do you think that's too soon for them to get a reading? Do you think there should be, is there a certain amount of time, do you think, that they should leave it before they come
for a reading to try and connect? I think it is. I mean, I would work with people if people really wanted some sort of, you know, connection towards, you know, a partner or husband or whatnot that had passed away. I would suggest you know, we would probably vibe together and you know, light some candles and sort of memorize the good times, and then come back maybe in a couple of months or whatnot, and then see if we can get any messages, because it is really, that's, you know, a week would be even before a funeral. That's disrespect itself. They haven't even been laid to rest, you know, they're still somewhere, you know. So I have had
So
people come to me the day after and said, you know, this person's passed away, and I've gone, no, I will stay with you on the phone for an hour or however long you want, and we can memorize, you know, we can try to remember what's going on, and we can go backwards and forwards, and I'll care for you that way. But to try and connect, you know, because probably they passed away through injuries, tragic injuries, or sickness. Let them rest. You know. Yeah.
And plus, you need to give yourself some time to heal, don't you? Because it's a difficult situation. So, if when you're using the crystal, do you like using the crystal ball?
Oh, I love spheres. I love crystals and everything.
How did you get into crystal ball reading? How did that come about? Was you just pick one up one day and went, was it a family thing, or was it a thing that?
Balls when I was younger, yeah. I've always just loved it. I've loved anything that's perfect, like round, you know, that you can look into. Especially, I've got a couple of crystal balls, and I got smoky quartz, which looks like a galaxy.
Oh, lovely,
I've got my moonstone, which is more rainbow. I can connect children that have passed through that. It's more, you know,
really?
nicer. Yeah, it's lovely. The smoky quartz is more, you get some, you know, like if you can imagine some voodoo stuff through there, which is quite nice. The moonstone, I got a selenite sphere. I can't use a selenite wand, gives me a big headache. But my selenite sphere will calm me. Yeah.
So
I love it.
If you use a crystal ball, how do you read a crystal ball? If you wouldn't mind me asking, how do you read? What do you see? I've never really.
Crystal ball is traditionally supposed to be used with candle in front of the crystal ball on a dark sheet. Lights off, just candlelight, and to sort of look into it and see what reflection, kind of like reading the clouds. You know? You stare with your third eye. Okay, so you sort of, these eyes are not working now, but you sort of just stare. Okay, and it will come through here. Candlelight is important with a crystal ball, not so much with smoky quartz or, you know, any other crystal ball, but a traditional one, would be, and you see you know, pictures, and whoever you're reading for, you would pick up some sort of picture and you can say, oh my God, I can see, you know, that you used to have a parrot when you was a child. And they probably 9 times out of 10, they would go, oh my God, yeah, I did. And, you know, it's amazing.
Wow.
But
It must be so nice to grow up with a family who, I'd love to have a mum and a nana like that, who just spiritually are there and just do it themselves, and there's crystal balls around the house.
But it's a curse as well, because I had a lot of imagine when your mum was saying every day something bad is going to happen.
You know,
for
I get
somebody
that,
that was raised or born around it, they would be like, you know, wow, it must be so amazing you was born into tarot. But also I was very on edge all the time, because imagine if my mum woke up and said she had a dream that was bad, or she'd seen it in the tarot cards, I was like that. Oh my God, you know. It's like
I can imagine, I can see that, I can see that. I can understand the good and the bad, and there's got to be that balance somewhere. So you use tarot cards, you use a crystal ball. Do you believe in all types of divination? Do you think, like you said, reading clouds and tea leaves? Did you ever read tea leaves or anything like that?
I do believe in I do believe in you know, I do. I believe in oracle cards as well. You know, I do believe that they do correct answer, just not connected to them, to be honest. I'm up for anything. Bone reading. You know,
Laurie, the lady on here does bone reading. Have you seen her work?
Yeah, I like it. Well, that's old. That's ancient.
But I did some more research. Now, perhaps you'll know this. There's a term it looks up Italian divination and what they did. So we had about the scopa deck, flavomancy, reading of beans. Apparently, it's an Italian. I kid you not, it's a broad bean.
Coffee beans.
Yeah, and broad beans. They look at that. It's called flavomancy, divining with beans. It's an Italian thing. Yeah. So the broad beans are dried, and they scatter them. It takes years to learn it, and they look at the patterns on the broad beans. Apparently, it's different in every different area of Italy. They do it in a different way.
I've never heard of that, but I'm definitely going to look into that. Imagine, of course.
I did my research.
Coffee beans.
But this is called flavomancy. Flavomancy, divining with beans. Yeah, definitely. Well, this is meant to be really an old Italian way of reading fortunes and things like that, which is fascinating. I learned quite a lot. Yeah, really interesting. So you've gone on for your teen years. When do you remember when you started doing paid readings? Do you remember when you started doing paid readings, or
For ages, for a long time now.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
for a long time. Yeah, for what?
yeah,
10 plus years now. You know,
yeah, 10 plus
but
years,
also
wow.
that's not my number one job because I got businesses as well. You know, I got
So Gary said you have a shop in Brighton. Gary told
yeah,
me what
yeah.
shop do you have?
Me and my sister got a shop, spiritual shop.
Oh, I
Where
love
we do
that.
tarot
What's it
readings,
called?
but I'm not always there, guys. And I know you've been calling the shop saying when Lisa's in, but remember.
I haven't. What's the shop called, Lisa?
So we got this shop. It's called New Dawn, and that's loads of holistic, spiritual
Yeah,
goodness. Okay, we've got a room that
cool.
me and my sister share, which is tarot reading, and she does oracle. She can read tarot, but she loves the oracle as well.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's good. I've got a coffee
yeah,
shops. I've had loads of restaurants in the past.
fantastic.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
paid
what's the?
readings, yeah, I've been doing it for a while as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. And do you ever get obviously not. Do you ever get people come in with an expectation of what they want to hear, and they
Never.
don't hear what they want to hear? Never.
No, I'm so lucky through all my years of doing this. I've always had the best people and clients. I've never had anyone
Yeah.
that's given me abuse.
Mm.
No, I've always been. I think everything happens for a reason. I mean, I'm not a fraudster, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people come
Yeah.
to me. They don't mind to wait because my waiting list is. I know I sound like a dickhead. I don't want to say this, but my waiting
No,
list is
no.
long, and they still say, you know, I don't mind to wait 2 months. You know,
Yeah.
I've always had really nice. I made so many brilliant friends through readings as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's
fantastic.
I've never had somebody say wanting to. I can suppose I've had the quiet ones where, you know, the ones that have gone, yep, or you don't know where you
Right.
are with. It's like, okay, well, I know that resonates, but I don't want to say something because not everyone wants to talk. I've never had people give me aggravation or, you know. Yeah,
So
I've been really lucky. It's definitely my part in life. Huh?
So what's your top 3? Okay, so I went through your TikToks because obviously you do lives on TikTok, don't you? And I usually look at your first TikTok and your last TikTok that you made. Your first TikTok you ever made was you eating a bowl of pasta with a cat.
Yeah, my
That
cat.
was your first ever TikTok, yeah. And you're eating a bowl of pasta. So is that the name of your cat?
Huh?
There was a cat and you're eating a bowl of pasta. That was your first ever TikTok.
Yeah, he's my little lover. It might be Tito. I've got 2 cats. I've got Tino and Stelina.
Oh, it was
Tito's
cute. Well,
boys.
yeah, it was a really cute cat, yeah. And your last TikTok you made lately, the last TikTok you made lately was you said you were taking a break for whatever reason. Now, let me get your opinion because I know this is an interesting. This is not controversial, but what's your opinion on people who are picking up cards? I know you have a very strong opinion, which is also very well balanced as well about this. What's your feelings of people picking up cards, charging people for readings, and haven't got a clue what they're doing? Because everybody can do it, but what's your feelings on it?
It's fraud. It's fraud, and I'm always saying it. I was the first one to say it on TikTok. That's why
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
the most loved and most hated on TikTok for saying it. People
No.
People have ego. They use it as a control thing. And as a spiritual person, like, you know, raised, everyone's spiritual, I know this, but as actually somebody that takes this to heart, as in, you know, ancestry and stuff, I'm looking at these people thinking, it hurts a bit, you know, not for them and not for me, but for the people they're reading for, you know. That, but then again, and then I look at the prices and I think, well, it's £5 a reading or whatnot. What is that, you know? And you know, there's lots of, especially the last year, it's increased, you know, and it is. There's a lot of ego in card reading and mediumship and all this. Big ego. I can see fake ones. I can see fake ones straight away. I have to bite my tongue so many times where I go.
I know, but you have your right to your opinion because this spiritual journey we're talking about is about your journey and your opinions. Because I respect everybody's opinion and everybody works differently. But I was watching a TikTok the other night of a young lad. He had an Oracle deck card. He was charging people to read, and as he was pulling a card out, he's getting the book out and reading it to them, and he was charging people for that. And I think that to me was wrong because learn your craft, learn it well, and give these people. You're charging people for this, and they should be able to get something good from you, not just reading from a book. I mean, yeah, and I've watched some of your TikToks, and I must say your TikToks are very flamboyant. I think they're lovely. They're lovely. I love your TikToks. I love the glasses. You had a pair of glasses, or the glasses from when you go and watch shows. Very, very lovely. But I agree with your opinion. Yeah, because I just think, I mean, I know you got some grief for that. People saying about, oh, it's a gateway, and I read the comments
only
and
by
things.
the fraudsters. The only people that rattle the cages with those videos when I said there's lots of fake tarot readers. Be sure the only ones that had something to say about it were the fake tarot readers. Because when
exactly.
I've seen other videos, I've been like, finally, somebody said it. You know?
Yeah. No, totally agree. Yeah. Because I've had tarot card readings before, and I'd say, I've never had a whole tarot card reading for a £5, wherever I've been. And it just, I go to shops and things like that. I don't often do them online, but if we're in lockdown, you can't. But I go to shops. So yeah, I just thought your view.
My love, there's people that do readings. I followed people from the beginning that were into spiritual journeys, and they were charging £5. Well, suddenly 2-3 months later, they're doing full readings of £50 or whatnot. I'm thinking, wow. Well, people, there's ego with this, you know. But what can I do?
No, I totally agree. Yeah. Is that why you took a break from? Is that why you took a break from TikTok? Because you felt it was time just to have a break from it? Because
no, nobody's going to affect me because I know what is what with people and stuff, you know, and I know who's fake and who's ego and
genuine.
Stuff. I took a break personal reasons, you know. I'm forever moving and stuff like that. But definitely nobody can affect me, especially a fake person, you know.
Yeah.
No. So if anything, I could affect them by going, you know, this person is full of shit, basically, you know.
No, that's true. No. So when you read cards, do you protect yourself in a particular way? Do you ground yourself, protect yourself? If so, how do you do it?
Okay, so if I'm doing a reading, I will sit there in peace, you know, think, maybe, you know, look at the name and sort of, you know, sort of energy of that person or whatnot. I don't accept them really as friends. I like to be totally open and, you know, as best as I can. You know, I think about the name and see what comes to me and, you know, lay the cards. You know, I cleanse. Sometimes I get the pendulum out and say, is it going to be correct today? It's different. It depends what the mood is and who I'm reading for, what the energy is. Always cleanse afterwards, use some Palo Santo or something, or, you know, I've done loads of readings one-on-one and haven't cleansed at all. I mean, there's no rules to this sort of thing, but, you know, I've had really serious readings where I've gone, you know, I've got the sage out and it's like a mallet, you know.
So if you had top 3 tips for learning tarot, what if somebody wanted to learn tarot the right way, and put the real effort into it and do it the right way, what would be your top 3 tips for them?
Okay, so take a card, look at the card, analyze the card, look at all the symbols, the colors, and what do you think about the card. Write it down, and then read the definition and see if it links up. Okay, that's
that was going to ask you about the book.
Like, you know, Rider-Waite or whatnot. Analyze people, be observant in the street, look at people's faces. What are they doing? You know, how are they moving? You know, read, research, you know, take time. You can't just, you know, picking up cards is not going to determine humans. It's not. You need to take time with humans. You need to be around a lot of humans. You know, you need to analyze them. You know, feel energies. But that's how you learn the tarot. That's how I would suggest learning the tarot. Is really looking at the cards. You know, even I've got a very simple method of how to read tarot. It's very simple. I'm going to post the video of it soon. It's very simple of you know, the basics. And I tell everyone that are learning. I've got a friend of mine who she just bought tarot cards. She's same age as me. She's near to 40, and she was going, I don't know, you know, it's really difficult. And I gave her this method, and she's like, whoa, okay, it's that simple. You know, it is. She had the energy. She could already feel energies from people. But I do recommend that. So I don't think there's 3 tips. That would be it. You know, just
that's great. Do you believe that people could be cursed? Do you believe people could be cursed and hexed? And do you believe in curses and hexes? Do you think that's a real thing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do believe it. I do believe in. I wouldn't say hex is quite a harsh word. I say unlucky.
Unlucky.
I like
Okay.
to say
Yeah.
that I'm the, I'm an unfortunate fortune teller. Myself.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to say hex. I mean, you have to be really strong, and you'd have to do something really bad for some sort of hex.
Do you think people can do that to other people though? In witchcraft and
Yes,
Wicca?
you
Do you
can.
think?
Anyone can
Yeah.
do that. Anyone can put a word out or some energy out with hexing and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it will go back on you.
You can't.
You know, I mean, it's all well and good at the time when you see the person go, my life, but it will come back on you. It's the same as love spells. You know, when you try to alter somebody's mindset to fall in love with you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's real, especially in Africa.
Have you really?
Places like that where they do voodoo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that sort of stuff,
Voodoo. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So
But I
do
believe in
you have
hexing, but I like to say unlucky.
unlucky? So unlucky. Do you? What's your favourite way to do? Is tarot your favourite thing to read with, or because that's what you've known? Is it your favourite thing to read with? What's your favourite thing to read with? If you could do it, is it tarot?
My favourite thing to read with, in all honesty, I've been raised around tarot since I was young, but I like people. I like to watch people. I like to see their art.
Okay.
I like to see what they're interested in. I like to see what they're, I'm interested in people. Cards can't tell me what that person enjoys doing completely.
Yeah.
That's how I like to read. I love to watch paintings. I
Yeah.
like to listen to what music they listen to. It gives you a lot of information about that sort of person. And
You said you do painting as well.
Reiki.
You do painting. You paint.
Yeah,
Do you say you paint?
Yeah.
What do you paint?
Mine's more as surrealism.
Right. Okay.
Usually a female representing me going through shit, basically. You know what I mean? So, in all honesty, not in a negative way, not in a negative depression way, but that is my style. It would be like, sort of a person like that. But I love to watch people's art. Art is a lot. You could read a lot about people's art.
Do you paint do you paint as intuitively, or do you just let it flow? Is there any? Do you use your any type of ability when you're painting? Your psychic or the intuition? Do you just do the paintings mean something
from the psychic stuff? I think it's a break
Yeah.
from the norm. It's sort of a release of what's going on in me. I focus on so many people daily, and I really analyze people and respect and love people really a lot, that when I get that blank canvas, it's like it's me time, like, wow, and what about me is on the canvas, might come across selfish to the idiotic variety. But for me, it's my sort of let out of going, look, though, here I am. That's what I would suggest, what I would think anyway. But I love, that's how I read people, through their art. You can tell a lot about people through their art and their music taste and their art.
How do you, because obviously communicating with spirit can be very, very emotionally draining at times. How do you switch off? Are you able to control how you work with them?
Never ever switch off.
Never switch off. Wow.
No. I've
How's
got
that for you?
Very spiritual. She's cleansed me. She does Reiki, and she, she's pulled the darkness of me and everything. Never switch off. I'll sleep good, for a couple of hours, a couple of times a week or whatnot, and think, wow, I'm rested. But I never shut off, and I don't want to.
Okay, that's interesting.
I like to be. Heck, you look at me and think, wow, she's a lunatic. She's probably mental. She's probably pacing around the house. I'm a very still person.
You are, yeah.
When people have met me in real life, they've gone, oh my God, I thought you'd be some sort of woman, like, with a cauldron and,
I never thought that.
Skulls everywhere. I'm not. I'm a person that is
You're not, no.
there for 5 hours in silence.
Yeah.
Very, but my head is mental. I don't shut off through emotions, because life is too short to shut off. Why would I want to shut off and not think anymore? You've got small time in this life around these people, that I don't want it to shut down. I don't want my brain to shut off. I like it. I like it.
Did you get drained? Do your energies get drained? Do you get drained from all this, or do you have a high energy, or does it affect you in that sort of way? Can you get colds or things like that?
I don't get drained as in like, you know, I can't go on.
Yeah.
I have moments where I have meltdowns, but that would be personal stuff. Because I'm always going through something crazy anyway in my life, to be honest.
Oh, bless you.
But then it continues. I mean, my life is chaotic anyway, you know, within my head and within my surroundings, but I'm so in the moment here, you know, where I can produce it, you know?
Yeah. I don't know how you do it, Lisa. I don't know how you do it.
You must get. I'm winging, to be honest.
Yeah, but you must get. So painting is a break for you. Do you meditate?
I think I'm
or you
always.
Just sit in silence?
Yeah, I think that's when I'm sitting there and I can sit there for 2 hours by myself, and I've looked at the time, and think, wow, what have I actually done in these 2 hours? I think that's my. Yeah, it's like I haven't like literally. I mean, my sister's always going, let's do a meditation circle and get all the ladies together, and I'm there like this. You know, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. I'm like, wow, are we wasting time? Are you kidding me? You know.
So what's it like for you to when you're doing TikTok lives, were you doing readings on TikTok, weren't you? Doing some tarot card readings?
Sometimes I would. I mean, people always ask me for readings and they say, can you give me a card or whatnot? But no, not really. I don't. When I do, and it goes mental. But for me, I love to talk to people and I like the group chats when people are watching and stuff. But when I'm reading for somebody, I'm a bit of I will say something and then move on, because I know there's another person in here that's also, you know, it's hard. I like one-on-one better.
Yeah,
I do
that's
like
more your
one-on-one.
style. It must be
deal
difficult
with hundreds of people at once, but you know, for readings is harder, you know, because lots of people want an answer to something, you know, no matter what, good or bad.
And you said you work with the pendulum. Do you enjoy working with the pendulum?
Yes, I do. I love the pendulum. The pendulum's very nice. That does actually drain you a little bit, the pendulum.
Yeah.
You know, that's
is there anything is there any questions on the pendulum that you won't cover? Some people say about pregnancy or no.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because when I do, you know, spiritual messages from people that pass, is usually I pick up children, and people, some spiritualists will say absolutely not children at all. But I can kid you not, I've never been wrong.
No, I totally agree with you. I think you can pick up on children,
females or children that are passed. You know,
and
I've always I've had readings where I've read for somebody, they paid for the reading or whatnot. I've laid down the cards and I said, I'm so sorry about, you know, you've lost, you know.
Yeah.
And they've cried and gone, how, you know.
How did you know that?
This is what angers me. Some spiritualists will say, well, that's not possible. Well, it is. If you've got nursery teachers, you know, midwife, why is it different in spirituality? You know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Yeah. And you can, I totally agree with you that you can get children in spirit who can talk to you.
Of course.
Totally
and they're more wild.
And I agree with you. I don't understand how people can say that they can't. That's just, to me, that's bonkers that the kids can't speak to you. It is.
They say it's a disrespectful thing, but that's also what
Why
is it like?
Disrespectful? Why do they call it disrespectful?
I don't know. Maybe it's a sort of a touchy subject with children passing, like it's the ultimate, you know. Whereas, as if a child passes, where I'm thinking, you know, it's very sad. It's very, very sad, but also very safe now in this world. You know. It's not justified at all. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, and I despise it completely. No. That is that I channel it all the time. Children to me.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
without even looking for it. I'm not. I wouldn't put, you know, child spirit specialist on my resume. It comes through. I always got women that come to me, book a reading, and they don't say anything, and I lay the cards and go, wow, you know how. Yeah. You know, I'm sorry, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And always.
Do you find that difficult when you have children come through?
Yes, because I got 4 daughters myself.
I've got 3 boys. You've got 4 daughters. Wow.
There we go. And we don't arrange marriages or what? I've got 3 boys. Yeah. I've got 3 boys. And I'm like you. I'm on the autistic spectrum as well, because I've got 2 boys from 2 different relationships with autism.
So I understand, and I think if you have autism as well with spirituality, it is like it's not a car crash, but it is constant on the go. So I totally agree with
Yes,
you. Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
You never
Okay.
stop. Even when you're dreaming, it's like, wow, this dream is mental, and I must wake up and you know, and analyze it and then go back to
Yeah,
sleep. Oh,
yeah. And it's
it's
that
really,
need to know.
but
It's that
in
need to
slow
know everything.
motion. It's in
Yeah,
slow motion
yeah,
as well. Do you get that? Like it's mental. You can cope with the most mental things, but all in slow motion. You know.
yeah, yeah. And I call myself a people watcher. I can sit outside and I'll just drift off and watch people, and
Me
as they
too.
walk by. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's good. It's good like that. Yeah. So Lisa, you're such an open book, and do you believe in most things? So let's do the top 10 of things you do and don't believe in, and see what you say.
Come on then, give it to me. You and your hair.
I've been looking for. Right, okay, so number 1 on the list: do you or don't you believe in vampires?
What? Okay. What? A typical vampire? Like you read in the books, no. But people that like the taste of blood, yes. I wouldn't call them
Yes,
a
that's what I
vampire
mean.
as
People
such,
like to
but
take the blood. Yeah.
yeah, I do.
You do believe? Okay, cool. Have you ever met one?
No, I haven't.
No, but
No.
they believe that these people exist who. I know they drink other
Yes.
people's blood. Yeah,
Yes, but I
but it's
don't
not.
believe that they're gonna melt in sunlight and stuff. No.
Okay. Do you believe in haunted objects?
Yes.
Have you ever
Oh,
experienced anything?
objects like
As in,
a
like,
cabinet.
could be a divot box, or
Yes,
the
I do. I
yeah,
do, 100%. Yep.
or like a vase or an object, a
Yep.
watch. Do you believe they could be haunted?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Have you ever come across any objects that have been haunted, or you've picked up on, or anything like that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have. Usually like
yeah,
yeah, rooms with old furniture, you know, like
yeah,
somewhere where somebody would sit or something like that. Some
yeah, yeah,
makeups or shoes and
yeah,
dresses, you know,
yeah, yeah,
outfits would
yeah,
be objects.
yeah.
That's very important, yeah.
Do you or don't you believe in time travel?
Time travel, like astral projection and stuff, or
No, actual time travel where you can go back in time. Some people believe that the conspiracy is you can travel back in time, and we're being guided by, I don't know.
I've put myself back in time, but I don't know if I wouldn't call that time travel. I'd like
So
astral
you put
projection.
yourself. So that's a good question. Do you know your past lives?
Yes, and I've had many. I can't remember
Many.
most, but I have found myself in situations back in times where places I've been. I believe I've been here for over 1,000 years. You know, but
Wow.
I put myself in different situations all the
Yeah.
time. You know, I walk down
Yeah.
streets there. I can see children dressed differently walking past me in different attire, and
Really?
yeah, for a split second,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I put myself back in time and many different, you know, medieval and before, you know, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So yeah, I do.
yes, you've had quite 1,000 years. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I
So you
think
don't
so.
believe in time travel, physical time travel, but you believe in astro travel.
Yes.
Right, okay, so we'll put a
No,
don't for
both, I
actual.
suppose.
Pardon?
Both, I suppose. Both, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe in healing hands, Reiki, hot hands, those sort of things?
Yes. Yes.
Good. I'm glad you said yes. That me being a Reiki master, I'm happy with that.
Discount
So
for me.
have you had Reiki before? Have you had Reiki before? What?
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
on.
Have you had Reiki before?
Yes, my sister's she does all this stuff.
And she does Reiki as well. Cool. So
Yeah,
do you believe in chakras?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feel it in my
Okay,
chest.
cool.
My heart chakras always play me
Yeah.
up.
Oh, bless you. You need to get that massively unblocked. Cut those karmic cords of energy. Do you or don't you believe in devil worship?
No, I believe in devil worship, and it's beautiful.
You do. Okay, well, so you believe it. Explain away. So you believe in devil worship.
Oh, the devil. I'm worshipping, of course.
I don't know what I don't. So, so as in what respect do you believe in it? As in, not in bad.
The devil is real. You don't believe?
Yeah, he's real. Yeah, but do you believe that he's bad?
No.
So what's your what's
I believe the devil isn't bad. The devil
right?
is the person to take the blame for everything. You know, that's the person.
Okay.
Somebody has to blame. That spirit, that energy of the devil is not even actually human, the devil.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a big energy of this sort of presentation of you was bad, boo, sort of thing, you
Right.
know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad person. It's the sort of person that will deal with all the shit, you know?
Yeah.
The sort of
Okay.
undertaker, as it were, you know?
The Undertaker.
To
I like your.
worship the devil, for what reason? I wouldn't know to worship.
I think in a way, the satanic rituals and things like that, people being Satanists, that type of worship, where it's the
Yeah,
intention is just
that's a bit
be bad.
heavy. I mean, I believe in devil worshippers because I've seen it with my,
Oh, right.
you know, yeah, but do I believe that it's the right thing to actually worship the devil? No.
No.
Respect, yeah, and go, it's actually,
Yeah.
it's real, but not to
But
worship
actually,
as it.
people who are worshiping the devil for the wrong intention, as
Yes.
in to hurt other people's, is wrong. Okay, so we put that
Yeah.
down. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you can answer yes to this. Do you believe in angels?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you said that. Now some people say angels don't exist. Not me, but they're higher
No,
beings.
I've got a problem with angels. I've got a problem with the angels, and I've always said it since I was a child. If
Right.
angels are so good and classed as light as opposed to darkness, okay,
Yeah.
why is there loads of stuff happening? Why do children die? Why do babies die? If the angels are around, it was always a big
Yeah.
problem, you know.
Yeah.
I do believe in angels. Do I believe they're going to save your life? Well, it's hard. It's very tricky, you know. It's like, is the darkness going to save your life? You know, I believe in everything, but I definitely believe in angels. You know,
So
I do.
this one that appeared to you the other night, 8 foot tall. Why do you think he appeared? What do you think the message was?
I was going through a real dark time. It was
Right.
Easter, actually,
Okay.
Resurrection
Yeah.
Day. Woohoo! There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Strange. I was
Yeah.
feeling really
So
bad. I woke up and I thought it was my stepson at the end of my bed, and I was about to go crazy, going, "What are you doing in my room?" And I looked and thought, "Hang on, that's
yeah.
not him. My stepson's
Really?
Italian."
Wow.
Yeah, and he was wearing. It was so strange because he was wearing like a green hood. Okay, but
Right.
it looked very futuristic, but very ancient at the same time. It was like it was above, you know, beyond futuristic, but really backdated at the same time. And literally, I think this is something between me and you and
Yeah.
whoever's watching. I was in
Yeah.
a really bad place, and I think my eyes were not shut. Okay, my eyes were
To
open.
open.
I came to
Yeah.
consciousness. I think I might have been, passed on, because my
Yeah.
eyes,
Yeah. Yeah.
it didn't open. I didn't wake up and see it. It was
Right.
there, you know. So I think
Yeah.
that whatever it was sort of went, no, not today. You know,
Really?
I know
Wow.
you're a shit. You need to stay here, sort of thing. And I sort of, rubbed my eyes, still there. But he wasn't looking at me. He was looking out the window, but guarding the end of the bed. Looked very scary. And
Yeah.
I've had demons when I've done readings and
Really.
messed around with people, where I've heard big energy forces of wind going, fuck you and stuff like that, like come
Really.
in, demonic stuff. Now this guy,
Yeah.
made my heart go doof, 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 very
Wow.
still. Never seen anything like that before in my life.
Never ever.
No.
That's the first time.
Yeah.
That's a massive sign, isn't it? That's really interesting. Really interesting. Do you think you could be able to find out, because some angels have names? Do you think?
Yes, it
Do
was
you
a
think
green color, so I know it was something associated with Raphael, which is healing,
Raphael? Yeah.
medicine. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a healing.
Yeah. Green's an alien color. Yeah. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
wearing green. It was so crazy. He was a cross between a rapper and a king from
We like that.
1,000 years ago. I'm not even joking. Like
No. Yeah.
very futuristic, but very ancient at the same time, and not looking at me at all. He had a
Yeah.
hood over his head.
So do you think Lucifer is a fallen angel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Perhaps. I don't think he's a. Do we all come from angels? I don't think so. I think. I don't think we all come from angels. I think we all,
Yeah.
I don't think he even was an angel. I think he was just there. It was just
Yeah.
created as a sort of opposition sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
it's sort of yin and
That good and
yang.
that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, yin and
So that
yang.
was
It's
a
a sort of, you need that
definite.
counterpart.
Yeah. So that was a definite yes in angels. So the next one, which leads on quite nicely. The next one's demonic possession. Do you believe in demonic possession?
Yes,
So as
I
in
do.
somebody getting possessed, because I've seen and not witnessed this person, but I've watched programs with people speaking Latin in gravelly voices. Do you believe in that? So because you said about demons earlier, flying in saying "fuck you" and things like that. So is that the same sort of principle?
No, that's more spirits passing and trying to get us out of a situation, where we think we're clever
Okay.
at the time, when you've had those energies where it's got come
Yeah.
in and gone stop. But we saw that as sort of like protection, like don't be a dickhead
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
But demonic,
Yeah.
demonic, yeah, I believe in that. I see it now, even
Yeah.
now in people, where I actually think, wow.
Do you think sometimes you see it in people who are just very low in themselves, and it portrays as they could be possessed by something bad or evil or
It's hard. Again, you can't, it's not really one specific thing for it, is there? So many people are different. It
yeah,
depends, I mean, I've
yeah,
never come across somebody and gone, wow, not like The Exorcist or anything like that, and gone,
yeah,
that person cleansing. I mean, I've been, cleansed, and the person that did it to me went, oh, nearly passed out because of the amount of blackness that was in me. But I'm
yeah.
not going around headbutting the walls and talking Latin,
No. So what's your religion now? Do you mind me asking? What's your religion now? You said you were very religious?
I'm not religious. I'm I was Catholic by
Yeah,
blood,
yeah,
suppose,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
ancestry and stuff. But I'm
yeah,
not. I respect all. I really
yeah.
do.
No,
I've got friends that Hare Krishna,
yeah,
Muslim, Christian,
Buddhists, yeah,
Rastafarian.
yeah. So do you think
Everyone.
exorcisms? Do you think, because you were brought up in a Catholic household, do you think the Vatican exorcisms are a real thing? Do you think exorcisms are real for people who are
Yeah,
possessed by
yeah.
demonic
You know how
possession?
many
Yeah.
stickers I've had launched at my head saying I was a devil growing up?
Really? Oh no!
No,
You
not
didn't
so
have an
much, but I've
exorcism,
seen
did you?
it.
You didn't have an exorcism. Oh my God, no! You didn't have an exorcism, did you? Like as a child, nothing like that.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
right. I
I
just
would.
wondered.
No, no,
I was
no,
saying,
no. I'm not open to that energy, and my family.
yeah,
I'm not open to that sort
yeah,
of energy. I think if there was
yeah,
I've never been around an extreme sort of demonic possession
yeah,
around somebody. I've been around
yeah,
really demonic people, but not like where
yeah.
you cannot control your body. You know.
Do you think?
Um,
Do you think bad spirits can enter people's bodies as well?
yes, of course.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course,
Okay.
and that classed with other energies. It's like a witchcraft as well. You have to
Yeah,
have a lot of people involved to do that to somebody. That
yeah,
isn't just like sent over by
yeah,
post. That would be
yeah,
energy from example, two people around you that have put this sort of energy inside of you or whatnot.
yeah,
It's not come to you because you're a 12-year-old little girl and
yeah,
play
yeah,
with a Ouija
yeah,
board. It doesn't
yeah,
work like is proper. For demonic possession would be something
yeah,
planned and you know
yeah. So have you ever? What's your feeling when you mentioned Ouija boards? What's your feeling on Ouija boards?
Ouija board. No, you don't touch the
No,
Ouija board. But then again, I was playing with that app. What's that app? I can't remember the name now. We went to visit a friend. It was called Necrophonics.
I haven't heard. Yeah, is
Same
that the one with
thing.
the town? Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah,
it's the same thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
because I don't know, but with a Ouija board you do the same. You say to them, you put your hands
mm,
on there and you bring in the
yeah,
energy
yeah,
and you're calling people to come into the board. It's the same as your phone when you're doing the necrophonic. Now I was saying to my
yeah,
friend, I don't feel right doing this because I'm actually calling in spirits and I know
yeah,
that I have the energy within me to actually get them to come in,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
and so it's very, you're at your own risk. I mean, I know how to cleanse and I know how to deal
yeah,
with it. If I've got somebody sitting at the end of my bed and he's wearing dark with big black eyes, I know to go,
yeah,
I'm not going to
yeah,
freak out.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I don't believe in it. You have to be a really strong person to do that sort of stuff. I see a lot
yeah,
of people taking the mickey out of that as well online.
yeah. It's bad. So you've never used one yourself?
And a Ouija board, no, never.
No. Okay.
Never.
So do you believe in aliens?
Aliens? No. What, like people's Martians? No.
Yeah, like green, like
It's life on other
silver
planets, but
greys
I'm
or
not sure. I've never been.
yeah,
I've got a good friend of mine. She's from America. She's a tarot reader, and she does all this sort of alien stuff, and
yeah,
you know, she knows when people have been abducted and all this
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Because you can be abducted and still walk around the planet. You know
yeah,
this, and
yeah, yeah,
she's really into it, and I respect what she's saying, but I don't ever get any messages from that sort of stuff. Or
yeah,
it's not my sort of coloring
yeah,
book work,
yeah.
you know.
Okay.
I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no, but I know there's life on other planets. There must be,
No.
because what? I think Earth is superior.
But you're not sure if they're little green men or anything like that.
No, I don't think there's going to be spaceships that are stuff like that.
Okay.
But I do believe there's some sort of like planet going on that they're probably thinking the same about us, whether we're Martians to them or not.
Yeah. Do you?
But
So the next one is. Do you, okay. That's cool. No. Do you or don't you believe in fate?
Fae. Oh, I love the Fae.
No,
Okay, okay.
fate.
Huh?
Fate. As in fate. As in, do you believe in fate? Yeah. Do you believe or don't you believe in fate?
Yeah, I do.
You do. You think some things happen for a reason?
Yeah.
And it's already
100%.
written out what's going to happen. Yeah.
100%.
Okay. And do you believe in fairies? That's what I haven't asked them. Do you believe in fairies?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Good.
I was naughty. My friend used to love the Fae, and I used to tell her all the time if she wasn't good, I was going to eat all of them.
Why did you say that? Not Lisa.
I used to terrorize their houses.
You'll be getting people saying the fairy eater, the Fae eaters here.
Yeah.
Number 10 on the list, Lisa. This is the big one. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yes.
I thought you said, really, you believe in Bigfoot? Well, Sasquatch?
Yeah, I do, because there's pictures of him and everything, no?
Yeah, no, I'm loving that because nobody else believes it. I'm the only one. Yeah, there is. Well, yeah, I think there is. Other people don't. I love you even more now.
How does that represent me?
What? No. What do you mean?
Bigfoot. What a question. Yeah, I do. Scientific evidence.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because that's what I believe in Sasquatch and Bigfoot. I think,
yeah,
and Yetis. I think. Oh right, I thought you weren't going to believe in it. I thought this is one you're Loch Ness Monster as well.
Listen. Yeah. I believe in Satan. You going to tell me about Bigfoot?
That's great. So, on your top 10 of do I don't believe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 yeses and 3 nos. That was on time travel, devil worshippers in Satanism, different thing, and aliens. So that was your top 10. Thank you very much. So, before I let Lisa go, because I know I've taken up a lot of your time, but it's been fascinating. Has anybody got any questions for Lisa on my side? You'd like to ask Lisa any questions? She's not reading, just questions, please.
Oh no, they're bored, darling.
No, they're not bored. No, I'm not bored. Hey, they're not bored. They're definitely not. Has anybody got any questions for Lisa?
That was Brill, somebody said.
Oh, bless them.
Nobody believes in aliens here.
Oh. Somebody just put you're amazing. Somebody just said that Lisa's amazing, which is always nice to hear.
Oh, thank you.
Does she believe? Oh, Gary's got a question. Does she believe in up leveling?
Up what?
Up leveling? Gary's, but do you believe in up leveling?
What does that mean?
What do you mean, Gary? I'm confused. Sorry, Gary. You know me. I'm confused most of the time. You've got another. Someone said she's gorgeous. How do we? Oh, somebody's asked. How do we book a reading with Lisa?
You have to add me on Instagram or come over here and say follow me, and I can follow you here.
Yeah, please will give Lisa a follow.
But there's a waiting list at the moment. I must admit, that's
another one said she's wonderful. Another person saying you're wonderful. There's some love. There's a lot of love for you. Oh, okay. Gary said, do you think you grow consciousness in stages? Different consciousness in stages?
Yeah.
Do you believe? Right. So I think that's what he means by leveling up, is in different consciousness.
Yeah, yes, I know it. Yeah, that makes sense. And I do, yeah. Is for certain situations, certain energies of different people, this sort of
Yeah.
thing. Is that what it means?
Yeah, I think that's what he means. Yeah, different consciousnesses, yeah, in stages. Somebody's asked you, Lisa, what is the difference between a hex and a curse?
A curse, a hex you can remove. A curse is pretty long, and it's like, you know, it's pretty secure, and it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you have to do time. A curse would be something rightly so done.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, sort of blood in the blood. A hex is something that's like a cloud that could be cleared quite, you know, quickly.
But a curse is a stronger version of a hex.
Curse it could come down through family members or ancestors and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and you can curse that, yeah. So you're a big believer in voodoo. You believe in voodoo and things like that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so do I. Ancient magic. Just see if there's any more questions. Any more for Lisa at all? What else they put? Do you believe that children grow in heaven?
They can stay child form, but they can grow up as well. I've seen children.
That's my belief as well. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that.
What a to freeze on. That was brilliant. That.
I know. What was that? So yeah, do you believe children grow in heaven? You said yeah. You wasn't. I like it.
Yes, they can. They can do, but they can also stay child form. I've had adults that have passed away and come back as children.
Really?
Well. So it depends.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
So they can go. They can go.
Different variations. Yeah, you got to remember there's hundreds of realms that
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And children can grow up. You can see children can pass on and still live on their life and get married and everything and meet spirits and everything. 100% sure. You know, and
you say it's a whole other world. Is it like a little? It's a well, but in the spirit world.
It's all here and here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No,
it's all here and here. It's what you believe and what feels right. You know, as long as it's positive. You know.
So, do you? Somebody's put here. How often do you astro travel?
Not so much, but I have done it. You know, quite a lot actually, without even wanting to.
No. Okay. And that's probably the most natural way of doing it, isn't it? Without forcing it. Yeah. Do you believe in soulmates and twin flames?
Yes.
You've got a big smile on your face there when you said that.
Because I know so many, you know.
Yeah.
I'm connected to a lot of people, and I believe that, you know, that people are precious, and why not? You know, we should all be soulmates and connect nicely, you know, not by force, but whoever you meet, why not treat them like your soulmate or your sort of blood family? What is soulmate definition? Is that, you know?
Somebody said they lost my son at 15, just wondering if he would get older. Oh, that's the lady asked the question if we believe that children grow. But basically what Lisa was saying is, yes, they can grow older, but also they can go back to child as well if they want to. There's that capability in spirit to do that, which makes sense, really. Yeah, and what Lisa's seen as well.
And how amazing is that, right?
Yeah, that is cool. That really is. Any other questions at all before I let Lisa go, because it's getting on now. She's probably got a very busy day ahead of herself. Thank you. Apart from the sphere, do you use crystals as well? You use crystals, don't you, Lisa?
Yes, I love crystals. I sell crystals as well. Plug.
He sells crystals as well. Do you have a favourite crystal you're drawn to?
Yes, I like, at the moment, my all-time favourite is tourmaline.
Tourmaline,
obsidian, onyx. I like the black ones for protection.
Yeah.
But I am really drawn to serpentine.
So really, oh, that's a nice crystal, yeah.
Because my snake is my spirit animal, but also the latest one I've purchased was a celestine, which is a stone of angels and spirit guides.
So somebody's asked, do you have a guide? Do you have a spirit guide?
Yes, I do, and it's a lady. I don't know her name, but she is very, very dangerous. She, like I said, she's crossed between Lilith and the Medusa.
Yeah, you said that at the beginning, yeah. But is she nice to you?
Yes. Yeah.
Right,
she's want to keep me alive 9 times out of 10. She's the
Oh,
one
bless
that
her.
gives me the courage and stuff. But I don't go. I don't say spirit guides come in and help me.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
to find those on Earth for that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. I'm quite lucky, like the best.
Yeah. What's your feelings? Somebody's asked here. What's your feelings about Moldavite as a
Moldavite.
crystal? What's your feelings on that?
Moldavite is good. I haven't seen any in the, in real
Yeah,
life. I've never felt the energy.
yeah.
I'm indifferent, to be honest, because I think, tourmaline is just as powerful, I believe, in different ways. I mean, Moldavite is extraterrestrial, and
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
tourmaline is just powerful as well. It do the same sort of energy shift, and it depends. I
Yeah.
want to see it. I want to try, but I think it's a
Yeah.
bit trendy stock, to be honest. I think it's a trend stock. I never heard of it before now.
No, nor have I haven't heard of it. I saw a lot of it about how powerful it is. Does your guide have a name?
No,
No?
Mary comes to mind, but that's my grandmother's name as well, and I think she's around.
Yeah, okay. Somebody's asked, do you believe in legends? Do you believe in legends like Camelot and King Arthur? Do you believe in
Yes.
legends?
Oh my
You do?
God, yeah. It's like they know me. Who
Lovely.
was that wrote that?
That's Tash.
I
I
love
think Tash is
kings
going to
and
be like,
queens. Huh?
yeah. Her
I
name's
definitely,
Tash.
in
She's
one of my
lovely.
past lives, I was definitely a reader for a royal family.
Yeah, was there
100%.
any, when your past lives, was you any sort of Egyptian past life for you?
No Egyptian
No.
at all. Mine was English, European straight, and
Right.
Italian. Yeah, no African, no Egyptian or anything like that. Mine was,
Yeah.
and I'm 100% sure I was working for royal families and stuff like that.
Oh,
Medieval
that's pretty interesting.
style. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So have you got any more questions for Lisa before we let her go? Because she's
A lunatic.
no, not at all.
Anyway, I've got a question for you. Why haven't you had a haircut yet?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask this. Well,
So
one, because
handsome.
I can't get into a barber's, and at my age, I'm
I
quite good to have
like
a
it.
lot of
It's
hair.
that sort of it's that I'm here and I'm I don't mind look. I
That
like
drag through a
it.
hedge backwards
Very
look. That's what
handsome.
that is. Oh, don't! I'll blush. Don't make me blush, please. Let me just quickly. Any sort of somebody said any sort of was it any of your past lives to do with Celtic at all? Do you think it was to do with anything Celtic?
Yeah, as well. I'm really
Yeah.
drawn to Celtic, sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Somebody said, what sort of generation past lives? What sort of generations are we talking? Different
All
generations,
sorts.
different eras.
What for kings
Yeah,
and queens?
yeah, different
Uh,
generations, different eras.
lots. Goes through thousands of years. Honestly, I really reckon. And I've
Yeah.
also been also I don't like water or rivers or
Okay.
anything like that, so I know that I've been something's happened. I've also had mediums without even telling me, saying to me, you was murdered or thrown in the rivers and stuff like that, but I don't know if they're just trying it, but I feel the energy as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make this the last question because Lisa's it's 9:30 now. I've kept her for much longer than I should have. Do you believe in Stonehenge? Like the mythical.
Yes, I do. I love Stonehenge.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you for your questions. Lisa, right, so this has been my spiritual journey with the lovely, gorgeous, delectable Lisa. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been a really interesting one. They're all interesting, but thank you for sharing all your heritage, your family with me, everything you do. So this is your opportunity, Lisa. Tell the people in TikTok world, please give me a follow. Please give Lisa a follow if you follow us. Tell the people in TikTok world what you're doing, where they can find you, how they can book you, your social media. Give them everything you want to give.
Okay, so you can follow me on TikTok, or you can follow me at lisa.saccone on Instagram. Send me a message there for bookings. I am pretty booked up at the moment. Or if you need crystals or intentions, candles and stuff like that, I do everything.
Yep.
So basically, I'm an all-rounder. I've got a shop as well in Brighton, so you can message me for that, for information that sells spiritual stuff and all this sort of stuff. Other than that, I'm a lunatic and like to drink wine. So
So everybody, this has been fantastic. Everybody says it's been enjoyed. Lisa, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for coming on and sharing your journey with us so far. I wish you the best. Take care. Love and blessings to you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Lisa, love and blessings to you. Thank you so much.
See you
It's
later,
been great.
handsome.
Take care. No, why would you
You're
do
gonna
that
have to
for?
end it though, because I don't know how to.
I don't want to end it. I'm going now. Bye. Bye.
That was a lovely one, guys. They're all good in their own right, and they're all wonderful. I loved doing these. There's a couple next week, but thank you for staying with me. Oh, I've lost my pen. It just shut off. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for listening to Lisa. She's a wonderful character. She's got so much for the life. There is a couple of Micefield journeys next week. I think there's one Tuesday with Smiley Sue, and I think there might be one on. I've got to speak to Matt. But it was a lovely one. I love everybody's beliefs, and some of them are, I respect all people's beliefs or what they believe in. Who am I to judge anybody at all? Everybody works differently in the spiritual TikTok world. Everybody has their own everybody has their own beliefs, and that's what I love about it. So I hope you learned a few things from Lisa. She's just got all the people who've been on my spiritual journey have all got such great characters, great energy, and great personalities, and I love it. So there'll be 2 more next week, I think. I've got to speak to one person to see if they can come on. And then I think there may be a break from it for a little while, but we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for coming on tonight. It's been wonderful. Have a lovely evening. I'm going to get something to eat. And chill out because Lisa's embarrassed me completely. Hopefully the hair will be gone by the weekend. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys. I hope you're all well. I hope you've been good. And take care. Love and blessings to you all. Namaste. Take care, everybody. Bye.